like, I guess some of them are testers, or like, I don't know, like, when he wants people to start him. Like, I don't know. So when I find out, I can start him now. I have 4 things.
He's, I'll tell you right now, because I've already done this situation with him too. So he's pretty much like, dude, just grow him, or if you can't, just get him to someone they can. You know, he wants to get them into people's hands that can grow. But I mean, there's no pressure on you to grow them at all, ever. You know, I just, you know, he sent me these seeds like almost a year ago, or I seen him a year ago, and I got these seeds. So then I just planted them, you know, finally grown one of the strains out. But yeah, I had no idea what it was. You know, I forgot if I asked him. Maybe I did, and you know, I can't remember, but. He did finally tell me it's like Genetics is used in one of these crosses, and I forgot where the other bean was from, another reputable, right? So he's using good stock. It's not like he's just grabbing bags off the street. Yeah, this is mango smiles that I got from this guy I met at, you know, over in Lansing, hanging out at the fucking at the parking stop, you know.
Well,
hey, kid, you want to buy a bag?
Oh, yeah. Producing good seeds, you know? You never know.
Well, you never know.
Over the next couple of days, I'll figure out which ones that I will pop run, and whatever I don't, like, if there's anybody here, like, if we do a giveaway, like, I want to pay it cash, you know? So
which one did you get there, Ty?
I got... Shit, what did I tell him that? I just had it.
You stoner.
Oh, right here. It's right in front of you. It's right in the last place that I put it. Always. Grapaya Drip. Now, if I mispronounce these, I'm sorry. Grapaya Drip times Supai Afterpress. Wookie Afterpress. Black. Is it black with mango Afterpress?
Yeah.
And then the feminized triangle times Trinity times mango smile times schizo.
Okay.
So like, I mean, all of these here are all, I've never heard of any of these before. I think I've heard of the Supai before. But I'll give it whatever I don't. Like, I'll probably be able to pop at least 1 pack for sure, maybe 2. But whatever I don't, we'll pass on to somebody in the weed world that can.
I'm waiting for that pass. Fuck. Are you gonna throw it through the screen?
Yeah, there's some.
Double dose I got from him.
Yeah,
did you get this one? Lime acid press.
No, actually, how I got these was a couple weeks ago. There was a contest, I guess, on one of the Chad shows.
Oh, okay, so Chad, yeah. Okay.
And the answer was Super Sativa Seed Club, and it was funny because they were saying that Peter won, but on my screen it was showing that I had the first entry. So it was funny. I did a screenshot, and then I just waited till the live replay. And on the live replay, it didn't show my comment. So I sent Chad a screenshot. I'm like, check this out. And then he's like, oh, I'll send you one. I'm like, no, I'm not worried about that. It was weird that it was on my screen, but it wasn't even on the replay. And then next thing I know, boom. Here's the mailman coming to me going, hey, I got a present for you. It's hard for me to read that.
Yeah, it's fine. Acid press. I got black acid press. I got black.
So what acid press?
I don't know.
What is that acid press? Licorice.
Is that the ass herbs?
I thought that was licorice. What is it? Acid press.
Acid press.
What's up, green fingers? I didn't even see you pop in.
Cheers.
Cash, grass, or ass.
Cheers, green fingers. Citral glue crossed with TSU pie. Blue pie is what he's calling it. Then I got Citral Smiles, which is the one I'm growing right now, crossed with TSU pie, whatever. I have no idea what this is. Is that like short for tiramisu pie, maybe?
I think so. I think Chad pronounced it like soup pie or something like that.
Oh, soup pie. All right, so then I got a Skittles 2 crossed with a soup pie. And black acid press, and I got one in I had lime, black lime acid press cross. And then double trouble. Just got put on there. Got a pack of baseball cards too. The guy's funny, man, because he sent me, this is over a year ago now, and I remember posting something like, yeah, I got to come up with a logo. I didn't have a logo or anything. I'd like to come up. And this dude just sending me drawings. Like, hey, man, what do you think of this? Wow, cool. Hey, what do you think of that? What do you think? Yeah, we're going to have to trade cards one of these days. We collect enough of them, right? I mean, I got an unopened pack. He gave me an unopened pack. Sears or something, the clear cards. I know he said that's funny. But not everybody got baseball. I think some people got basketball. It's kind of cool. But yeah, the dude sent me he made my logo for it. And then he goes, well, I'll send you the original drawing. I said, yeah, cool. So I gave him my address, and I get a fucking box in the mail, I'm just thinking, a flat sheet of paper, and an envelope, that's it. And no, man, I get a box. It's got like a old record in there from something. It's got stickers from all kinds of shit in there. He just throws a whole bunch of stuff in there, man. It's kind of cool. It's like getting a fucking surprise box. You open it up, you have no idea what's in there. Well, maybe, there might be some beans now because that's what he sends out. So it's pretty fucking awesome, though. He's a great guy. Super, super nice guy.
I've gotten a few random packages from fucking the same shit. Awesome, dude. I never see him coming. He never even like a heads up or nothing. Just hit the mailbox. I'm right there with you. He sent me fucking. This is all Buddha's name time. It's on. Is that what it is? Fantastic. It's fucking handful of shit. GG4 times Larry OG.
Ooh, that's a good one. See, now that's something I like
time this until
Larry's been bugging me to get some Larry OG. Can't you find some Larry OG to grow, man? Like, eventually. I'm not gonna kill myself for it.
this intense black and mango.
Oh, yeah. Mangoes, I think he's got going is pretty nice.
The full schizo F2. It's OG times, what is it, PS? Or is it?
Yeah,
P5?
I got that one too. What is that?
I don't know. Agent Orange times the black and mango 1. And then I think you said we had these two, the steel, or the steed, which was the Trinity times triangle times the mango smile times the steed, dark purple times Tropicana cookies, and then lime steed. I think you mentioned that. Two steeds. These are actually giveaways. Send out.
Wow.
Nah,
That's
man.
awesome.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of seeds, I got a quick question, and then I'm going to shut up for a minute. Now, I just recently, yesterday, confirmed I popped some Ultra Ego seeds and some Psych seeds from Mountain Organics. And I've got 1 mil of each. Now, I was looking at the lineage of the space dust that I'm growing. And on both sides of the space dust, way down in the bottom, the original parent lineage is a lot of what's in the Psych and the Ultra Ego, which is the 1 from 2. If I were to go ahead and pollinate the space stuff, so I have pretty much the three different screens. I have the Loctite side, the P2.0 side, and I have one a little bit of the mix. Would I be reintroducing a lot of those older, I guess, tracer jeans from that early on, like bringing that? I'm not sure if I'm even explaining that right because I don't even fucking have reader talk. Is that making any sense?
What's the question?
I'm not making any sense then.
You're making sense. I mean, you're bringing the lines back in that are relative in both plants, so I would see that it would be a far majority of the micro, whatever the fuck, that make up the actual sales, you would get more of them related because they had the same grandparents. It gets weird, man. I kind of relate it to people, but then you got like 3 toes, 2 toes, 5 toes. How many toes you got? And I don't know.
Actually, it was just weird. I was looking it up, and there's a lot of that Afghani even reintroduced throughout that line, on that one side. I know. I was just looking at it today because if I'm going to do it, like this coming week's going to be my shot, so I'll just put them in the flour, let the mels go, and then just let it rock. So it's kind of like I have the next 2 days to decide what I'm going to do with it. If I'm going to do it, at all.
Do you like the other plant?
Oh, the space dust? Yeah, that's something that's near and dear to me. And that's after a hunt, I was able, even I have friends, we couldn't even decide. Like, all three, it's like, I've got one that leans on one side, one that leans on the other, and then I got one that's like smack dab in the middle. So I was like, I'll run it again and try and decide. I couldn't decide, so I ran it a third time. And it's all like, so it's like, it's just good, but then it also takes up a good spot in my garden. So I'm like,
so for the sake of conversation, I have 2 plants like that, but instead of doing what you're thinking about doing, I'm just going to get some STS spray and spray one of them and make that girl turn into a boy. We'll make her fuck herself. We'll make her fuck her sister. We're going to make all kinds of weird things happen in the Thunderdome. I'm going to send these seeds out and let everybody see. But if what works is right, I will get, hopefully, some seeds that show up the traits I like out of this plant and out of this plant. And we'll have them in one plant, and I'll keep one plant and not fucking 2 plants like I'm doing right now.
so let me go on let me go out on the wild thing here. There's a lot of weird shit that goes on out there in the country, huh?
Absolutely, bro. You only knew. Rule now.
Loyalty, didn't you see Deliverance, dude?
Right.
I got a cousin named Skeeter, so I know about the South, Actually, 2 cousins. There's a junior even.
So I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. Just wasn't sure. I figured it'd be a good time to ask with everything that's been going on. Like, I don't know.
Well, what's your goal? That's the big thing. What's the
Well,
goal?
it's just being that I was sexed, and like there really wasn't a plan. I was gonna sex you and then like go from there, and then like here I am. Okay, and then for some reason I was just looking at the lineage on the space stuff just to see what was in it, and I'm like, oh shit, there's a lot of it in there. Even going back to the original side, like what it started with was like HAF? It's that Afghani tie, but it's not like what is like coots. So I'm not sure if it's the same one. Like I don't know. I'm just going by what's on the friggin' on that lineage.
Right.
So it just got me thinking. It was earlier today. So
Ty, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It's so much this, that, blah, blah, blah. This plant, that plant. I'm like, run that motherfucker. Run it. If you like it, it's good. If it's not, throw it in the weeds and get you another one, man. But don't get caught up on if it is or that one or whatever. It's so weird because I grew up on a farm and we grew vegetables and we would go down to the supply store and buy green beans, and I'd hear my grandpa holler all this stuff about what kind of variety he wanted of vegetables. But the dude didn't hit him with, man, fuck those green beans. You want these green beans. Those green beans, man, you know, he would just be like, okay, and just go ahead and sell my grandpa the beans and we would grow them. And I would ask questions of why, and he would give me those other answers of why he liked those varieties. But then you fast forward, I jump into this game and it's all this cut, this seed, and I'm like, you can run a 10 pack